Thought I could count on you. I thought we had a deal. I gave you all I had. Put you in front of friends. It was me and you. For it was one of them. I introduced you to them. I should have seen it then. It was never about me. It's what I could do for you. What you could get about me. Who I could introduce you to. I knew the truth. Still there was nothing I would do for you. A fool for you. You break my legs. Still jump through hoops for you. I thought we had a deal. 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 It's hard to let you go when I'm still holding on. Said I should leave you, I don't need you, should be moving on. This shit is stupid hard, and I ain't ready for it. Said I should leave you, I don't need you, I ain't ready for it. They weren't there for it, no, they weren't there, were they? They weren't there when she despaired to have her prayers working. She wanted to die daily, and I was 9 maybe. I'm on the couch with mom, talking about don't cry, baby. We'll be alright, baby. Yeah, we gon' make it through. I'm scared to death inside, but I know I can't let it through. I ain't know where to turn, I didn't know what to do. You gave me hope when there was none. I owe my life to you. I thought we had a deal.
Leave me not ready to let you go. Let you go. I'm begging, don't leave me. Take anything you want, everything if you want it.
You gave my life purpose before it had any. You gave me courage when I didn't have any. We were the best of friends before I had any. I gave you all I had. You turned your back to me. You set a trap for me. I never seen it coming. You had me blind to it. If I didn't want to feel you numb it. You left my life a wreck, and I hate you for it. I'm still in love with you, and I hate you for it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to St. John Live on this Monday night. My name is Mike St. John. I am in long-term recovery. My sobriety date's June the 1st, 2016. Only by a power greater than myself. Huh? How y'all doing, man? I hope y'all had a good Father's Day, man. I know I did. All you mothers that's playing the father role, hope y'all had a good Mother/Father's Day. Yeah, just grateful to be here, man. Monday night, I look forward to doing this. I look forward to the guest on here, man. This is my platform, man, but the message is about the guest and sharing hope with you all. But I'm going to give some shout-outs here to my paid sponsor, One Stop Phone Shop out of London, Kentucky. Been with me since day one. Josh Maxey, Darrell Hudson, 606-657-2750. All your electronic needs, iPhone needs, Android, anything electronic, they can hook you up. They fix screens. They give out government phones, government tablets. All you need is an EBT card and an insurance card. Come on one time. Shout out to Adam Larkin with GetLive.com. I've got one of his shirts on tonight representing. GetLive.com. Check them out. Got some awesome apparel. If you don't care, hit that share button, man. Let's get this out to the groups. I see you, Nelson Lynn. I love you, boy. I'm glad to have you in here. Let's get this shout out to the groups, man. Tag people, man. There's a lot of people out there suffering. We're losing people to this disease. Your next one could be your last one, man. If you've got a family member or a friend struggling, you ain't got to tag their name in the comments, man. Send it to them in a private message. Anonymity is somebody's story. It's not mine. I go loud and I go hard, but, it's what we doing to help people live, man. If you don't care, post your sobriety clean dates. I'm going to get mine in these comments here real quick, even though I announced it. Let us know where you're watching from. Richmond, Kentucky, the old rich city. But yeah, grateful to be here. My guest tonight, we're going to get into this thing, get this thing started, man. But I was able to attend a recovery rally at the Token Club this weekend, man. I see you, Michael Moten, M to the Rock out of Dallas, Texas, one time. Boy, glad to have you in here, bub. But yeah, I was able to attend one of the recovery rallies there at the Token Club when I got off work Saturday, man. There was a lot of people there, a lot of people that paved the way before us. Brandy Baxter, shout out to her, her first event, man. Like I told her, It's your first event. Don't stop, because I remember my first event. I was nervous, scared, but you know what I'm saying? God makes a way, and put God first, and everything's gonna happen the way it's supposed to. Let me get in these comments, give some shout outs here. I see Stephen Kewell. I see you, Gary Baston, Sally Devine, always in here. Brittany Clemens, I love you. Thank you. Recovery Cartel in here. Brooks Bentley, welcome. Brandy Baxter, I see you. Lisa Marie Reed. Hey, let me share something here, man. She's got a little boy, man, and I met him in, where was we at? Where was I speaking at? I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, he watches my lives. He's like 8 or 9 years old. I may be wrong, but I finally got to talk to him, man. And I went by the event this weekend. Something told me to go by it. I don't know why, but I went up and said hi to him, man. And I took him to my Suburban, and I gave him some stickers, man. And he got home and he sent me pictures and this and that. But you're somebody shining light, man. Either a kid, adult, you never know, man. So not only to my kids, but to people out here that's watching us do this online recovery, man, public speaking, whatever you want to call it. Jen Carlson from the Lotus House. I see you, Jen. That's my wife's girls right there. Mary Helen, I see you. Grant. Mary, thank you for everything you do. And I was just telling Sully that I would love to get you on here, you and Jim, and let you all share about what your all's process is. Jess Hunt, I see you. Justice Begley, I see you, bub. Sam Miller, what up, boy? Rachel Marie, good to see you in here. Nelson Lynn, shout out again. Nelson Lynn, I love you, man. I'm always here. Remember that. You have my phone number. Anytime you need me, call me, text me, Facebook Messenger me. I'm here, as long as I'm not feeding my babies. You hear me? Who else we got in here? Michael Moten out of Dallas, Texas. M to the Rock. Check him out. He's the real deal. Sarah Mills, I don't know if I said that. Michael Moten, 52917, my man. Dennis Johnson out of Illinois. I think I said that right. I don't know if I said that right, but he just opened up a sober living, man. I've been watching his journey, and it's awesome to see it up and running, man. I'm proud of you, dude. Who else we got here? Joe and Crystal Van out of Corbin, Kentucky. Joe and Crystal watch me in my madness, man. They watch me at the bottom. They watch me climb. They watch me become a father. It's just awesome, man. April Bruner, I don't know. Chad Henderson, I see you. Hope Center. But yeah, we're going Drew Hicks, 22616. I see you, boy. Jess Hunt, July 13th, 18, Mount Sterling. What up, Mike St. John Recovery Family from Quincy, Washington. Yeah, we got a lot of people in here. We got 31 popping, man. Get them hearts. Let's get this shout out. Like I said, man, we're going to get into this message. I want to shout out to all my people that tune in every Monday night. They share this out for me. I don't do what I do for the views and the shares, man, but I do it for the message of hope. Like I said in the beginning, this is just my platform, and my guest is the messengers, not me tonight. I love seeing other people shine. I love seeing other people carry the message. I love seeing other people win. I don't care to sit outside of the light and let other people shine. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it helps people, to give them the privilege to share their story, man. So I love you all. My wife's in there taking care of the kids while I'm back here in the bedroom. But listen, we're going to get this thing started. My guest tonight is Matt Sullivan. They call him hashtag Sully. One time, Mr. Clean. What up, boy?
Up, St. John.
What's going on, big guy? How you doing there in the background?
We're doing good. I had a good Father's Day. Been busy all weekend with my son, Graham.
Tell us a little bit about Father's Day. What'd you do on Father's Day?
Well, Saturday we went hiking, and then we went to the swimming pool, and then we went to a restaurant, and then we went to the fair and stood in line, all night and rode 2 rides.
You done that sober though, right?
Oh yeah.
We can do that today, can't we?
Yes, sir.
Can. We can go pay for our food. We ain't got to run out with a ticket, do we? Huh?
Eat it, beat it, boy.
Hey, I used to go eat, and I'd say, "Hey, boy, I'm gonna use the bathroom. Meet me in the car." But yeah, man, grateful to have you on here, man. And I'm gonna say a little bit, man. I met you for the first time. What was it? 4 years ago?
Yeah, 2018.
At the Hope Center, man, and a lot of these guests, man, I've worked with them personally, one-on-one, and this is one that was a mess when I met him the first time, and
Yes, So,
But anyway, I'm gonna let you share a little bit of your story, man. Let's just introduce who you are, your sobriety date, clean date, whatever program you work. We talk about all on here. We know there's one power, and that power is God. We're just messengers, but it's your time to shine, man. Let's help somebody.
all right, thanks, St. John.
Kevin Faulkner, my cousin, I see you, bub. About time you joined up here, boy. We've been waiting on you. Yes, sir. Love you too, cuz. My bad. Go ahead, Matt. My
You're
bad.
all right. Well, my name's Sully. I was nicknamed that by my best friend in 1978. So I was Sully for a lot of other people were Sully. But my sobriety date is 6/13/2020. I'm just blessed to be able to do this for real. I was talking with my sponsor about 30 minutes ago, and I was trying to explain to him, I've like 9 months ago, I was on the payphone at the Hope Center trying to ask him how I share in the meeting, right? And 9 months later, I've did a lot of opening up in public, man. That's a lot, big part of my recovery. It takes a lot to get over that, get through the nerves. But I feel like everything that I've been doing so far in this second attempt and being what I'm supposed to be in recovery, I've got to tell people, you know what I mean?
Right.
I grew up being spoiled, right? I was spoiled to death. I had a great father. I had a great mama. She did everything for me. She still does a lot for me, and she loves me to death. My father passed away when I made parole in 2009. By the graces of God, I got to spend his last few days. I wasn't sober, but I wasn't in prison either. I feel for a lot of the guys that lose loved ones inside prison and inside, recovery centers. We had a few people that went through that last week. But I was spoiled growing up. I got everything I wanted. I even got birthday presents on my brother's birthday. You know what I mean?
Oh, spoon fed. Yeah. I see you, boy.
Right. And I was very impatient, right? And I was told this to Mary Helen before. My mama couldn't put the Christmas presents underneath the tree until like an hour before we opened them, like on Christmas Eve, because I'd bug her to death to open them, throughout the month if she tried to put them underneath there.
Right.
Yeah, I just grew up being real impatient, and probably because I got everything I wanted. I had about 4 things that happened to me from the time I was 16 until 21, I think. My best friend, she was murdered in Shelby County when I was 16, and that's when I started picking things up, like drinking Mad Dog 2020 and Mellow Yellow, and I liked the way it made me feel, and forget about some of them things I went through, her death, and it just rocked the town, and everybody that's close to her. I knew her ever since I was 7 years old. She's actually the one that gave me my nickname, and we were real close. And then I always thought my parents had a perfect relationship, and when they split up when I turned 18, as soon as I graduated high school, I just began to question, what was really going on. I had a uncle when I was 20 years old committed suicide. He was like the baby of our family, kept us all together along with my grandmother. And then when I was about 22, my great grandmother, she was 89. She had played the organ in her church for 82 years, and she fell down the steps and broke her neck. So that made me question the beliefs in God. What kind of God does that? And it just started. It just made me question a whole lot of things, and my drug use got worse. And I back up a little bit. When I was 11, I broke my elbow, and they gave me Tylenol 3s with codeine, right? And I was 11, and I can remember my mama giving me 2, me sitting on the couch just floating, right? And then when she went in the other room, I went and got 2 more out of the bottle.
You was flying then, wasn't you, boy? Here we
Yeah, I
go.
was. And I think back of that because and I don't know if I was abusing back then. Maybe as a kid, I don't think so, but I was sneaky, right? And when I got introduced to OxyContin in 1998, that's when I started breaking the law. I lost a prescription to that, and I just started forging prescriptions. I got a hold of some prescription pads and forged every one of them. And I caught a felony when I was 29 years old. And
Let's stop right there for a minute.
okay,
You grew up. Your grandma was in the church, and you was, I'm gonna keep it real. You was spoon fed.
right,
You had a pretty good life. You know what I'm saying? And you're a big
yeah,
old dude. You're like 7'2". You know what I mean? But you know, I know you was stuffing the pain, but I got a question here.
all
When
right,
you when you when you got a hold of that prescription pad,
yeah,
when you said that you had a hard time believing God, I heard you, say that a while ago, but when you went to grab that prescription pad, did something register that, hey, I'm not supposed to be doing this? I don't know why I asked that because
yeah.
there's
It's
only, there's
yeah, 'cause
only,
I definitely had to sneak them out. So I knew in my mind, the difference between right and wrong, but I did it anyway, right?
how bad was you? Like for you to steal the prescription pad, how bad was your drug addiction? Was you really full blown?
I was probably doing 6 or 7 40s a day, OxyContins.
Oh, you was bad.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Yeah, you was strung out, huh?
Yeah, I'd spend every dime I had, right? Every dime. Started doing things I never thought I'd ever do.
Yeah.
I became something I told myself I'd never become either. You know what I mean? Um, the thing that it was when I went to 28-day treatment, right? And I didn't know what I was doing. You know what I mean? They teach the first 3 steps, and I'm like, what is steps? You know what I mean? What are you trying to tell me here? You tell me go to a meeting and talk about it. I don't even know what I'm talking about. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I completed it because I'm stubborn. It comes from my childhood. I'm gonna do this. And I remember sitting in that group, and there was like 17 of us. The facilitator said, only one of y'all is probably gonna be success right here. Just one of y'all's gonna make it. And I'm thinking in my mind, well, that's gonna be me. By God, I know.
Me. You froze up on me, Sully. There you go.
Am I good?
Yeah, you're good. Go ahead.
All right. So yeah, I lasted like 2 days, but I was throwing up a fake plan for my judge. Right, I was living in the Oxford House. I was running the Oxford House and snorting OxyContin off my dresser. You know
At
what I
the
mean?
same time, huh?
Yeah. But anyway, I went to court and I was working 3 jobs and I was going back to school and I told all this to the judge thinking I was going to walk out. He said, "No, you're going to prison." I was shocked, right? I just remember turning to the courtroom, seeing my mama crying as I walked into the holdover, and I didn't know what to expect. But I went to corrections, right, and I ended up with a 9-year sentence, and corrections never corrected nothing. Uh, I come out worse than I was when I went in,
How
by
much?
far.
How much of the 9 years did you? So that was from stealing the prescription and catching how many felonies?
Uh, well, I caught a lot. Like I forged 500 prescriptions, so I had like 500 counts. But
Wow.
they got all rolled into a couple counts. But
500 pay. Show
yeah,
up, them boy.
yeah, I don't like to talk about the glorifying stuff. But
That is
uh,
wild.
anyway, he said you're going to prison, right? So I go to Class D, and you know, and I think that's where I became an alcoholic because I was making tater hoops. You know what I mean? I come in every day after work and get drunk, like pour up. for 9, 10 months straight, drinking hard, right? Anything to keep me from feeling the way I felt, right? Even when I went to jail, I didn't like the way it felt, right? After I sobered up and had some few days underneath of me, uh, I didn't like the way I felt. I didn't like myself. I didn't like God. I didn't. It's not that I didn't believe in Him. I just had differences with Him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that victim mentality. Like, why'd you let me become a drug addict? Or same old self pity stuff we fall into. So I did 4 years flat. I got out. Like I said, I proed to my cousin's house, and I told her, to put everything up because, I'm just not safe around anything. And she tried to hide everything as best she could. But I was there about 2 hours, and I found everything she was taking before I even reported. I was back at it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Trying to beat the drug test. I ain't even been to parole office yet. You know what I mean? But I lasted about 16 months on parole. I went back and finished at 9. I stayed clean for a while. Started going to the pill mills in Florida. That strung me out really bad. I mean, really bad. So when that dried up, I started robbing pharmacies. Yeah. So, I'm thinking in my mind, I'm robbing them with a pellet gun, right? Tell them to empty the safe and load up the pillowcase. I'm out of there. But in my mind, I'm not committing robbery first. I can't kill nobody with a pellet gun. I was wrong about that. Right? Google, if anybody's watching, they can Google 2016 Rite Aid pharmacy robbery, and it'll come up. But, that was maybe the lowest point in my life that I had gotten to where I just didn't give, about anything. I didn't give two craps about anything. At least I thought, right? I worked hard to get back out to, it took me, I don't know, almost 3 years to get that case amended down. And I went to Blackburn, and I got a letter in the mail said, we're giving you shock probation on completion of the Hope Center Recovery Program in Fayette County Jail. That was 2018. So that's where I met Seth K and Carlton.
You cut out on me, Sully. Come back in, bub. Y'all just bear with us for a minute. Let me get him back in here. There you are. Here we go.
Is that my camera or my Wi-Fi doing that?
Yeah, you're back. You're back. Let's go.
Quick, Grammy.
Yeah, tell him to turn his game off while you're doing this if you're on the same Wi-Fi.
Yeah, turn the game off. Oh. Anyway, look, me and Graham, we've been arguing all day, so excuse me.
So you got paroled out to the Hope Center in Fayette County.
Yeah. I always think back how much Carlton helped me in those 4 months. Even though I knew my outcome, I was getting probated. All I had to do was do the minimum, and that's what I did. But I realized some stuff that I had been doing, and how instincts work. Seth used to pound it into me about how self-will was. I'd be like, that's doing what you want to do, bro. You know what I mean? And it wasn't right. It was you're knowing the difference between right and wrong. You're overuse, underuse of your God-given instincts. But I didn't pay any attention to it. I came to Loudon when I completed. I did the JT transfer program, 90 days in phase. I got my 1 year token at HA, and I was out of there, right? Completed the next day. I went home because I thought everybody needed me, right? I inventoried that this last time that I took everything so serious. And my oldest son, Graham's brother, he lives at the emergency shelter. He ended up there. His name's Chase. He ended up there when I got caught for the robbery, and he's been there ever since. and I inventoried that, and I found out, I ran because I didn't want to take any kind of responsibility for his well-being. I didn't want to. I just didn't want to be bothered by it, you know. Um, but this time when I came back to the Hope Center, I had to fight another case. I got back out, went back to the jail program. And I took it serious. I didn't know my outcome. I took a jail program and took it to I worked it twice as hard as I looked for dope. You know what I mean? That's how serious I was about it. I finally hit my knees, surrendered. I sacrificed my time for other people that was in the program. I stayed an extra 35 days to help old Blue with this program. Remember Blue?
I remember Blue. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, I stayed an extra 35 days in jail to help him finish. Those type of things that I started doing, I noticed in my spiritual life. I might not even notice I was practicing principles, but God was helping me. You know what I mean? I took it every bit serious when I got to the Loudon this time, and I think I may have seen you. I got there on a Friday. I seen you the next day during deep clean, and it reminded me how much I didn't like you the first time. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't even remember my name. You know what I mean? I was there for 90 days, and you still know my name.
But listen, I can't remember names. I know faces. That's why I was on you. You hear me? You wasn't getting by this time, player.
Right. So guess what? The first weekend, I seen you working. The first weekend, I seen Stephen K. Right. He, we used to. I'll tell you all this little short story. Like, we used to do a lot of dope together, right? So I've known Stephen about 10 years, and I knew how much he changed his life, and I had seen him at his worst, you know what I mean, his worst days. But I've also seen him at his greatest, right? He I just felt some kind of connection with him and God that I needed to ask Stephen to be my sponsor. So I worked up enough nerve to ask him, and he was glad I was back. He said, call me every night for a week and let me know you're serious, and I'll see if you're serious. So I called him every night for nearly 8 months. I might have missed a couple here and there, you know what I'm saying? But it was maybe because he didn't answer, but I at least left him a voicemail. But he has helped me through so much stuff to make me realize, some of the things I've done. And he asked me a question like, what is the power that's greater than you? You know what I'm saying? And it made me think a whole lot. And for some reason, step 6 and 7 always popped in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Because, that's me. You know what I mean? When I get to 6, I'm going to start working on me completely. And I knew the things I had to work out with God, I'd worked out in the jail. And, but I still asked him to help me at that step, you know what I mean? So, he held my hand through that step and helped me work on my character defects, start building my character up where I could, I got to be able to stand on my own 2 feet and take care of myself.
Amen.
I can't be overly dependent on my mama anymore, and I depend on her still a lot, but it's gradually going back my way some. I can't do it all overnight, but, she's taken care of Graham ever since he was a baby, and that's my responsibility. He's mine. I made him. He's part of me. I'm part of him. But I've been working on that so hard to become the father I need to be. And even with Chase, in my petition there at the Hope Center, Dave Brown, he challenged me to help Chase and not to run from that no more. And, the things he said, I got madder, than, I can't cuss on here, but a wet hen, you know what I mean? I got madder than hell. Like he had my feelings in such an uproar for 3 or 4 days. I was cussing him every time I seen him, you know what I mean? Like, damn you, Dave Brown, right? Uh, but you know, I understood what he was doing. Now it took me 6 months of peer mentoring to realize that, you know, take care of that, right? Do what you can for your children, and that's big in my part of my recovery. That's why I don't have no relationship. You know, I got relationships to fix with my children. I got relationships to fix with my mama, and I got to build new relationships with friends. You know what I mean? And when I had my celebration the last week, you know, I realized how many people's got my back. You know, it's unbelievable how
Yeah.
many people actually care about me. And I ain't never thought that before in my life. You know what I mean? I didn't care about myself, so I sure in the hell didn't think anybody cared about me as much as they do.
You know, and that's what I tell everybody, man. And I'm gonna interrupt you here for a minute, but I'm gonna keep it on you. Like, you know, you'd met me once before, and then you came back, and I know you had your head down when you met me the second time because guilt, shame, and remorse, man. But something about you when you came back, whether it was DOC or what, the light in your eyes was different. I don't know. I can't explain it. I can't put words on it, but I knew that you was back for a reason, man. And I've watched you grow. I've watched you go out on a limb of faith. I've watched you with Kidwell. I've watched you help others. Like, you know, you all come and see me at work, but I sit back and watch what you all do while you're watching me. And I see that, man. And you know, just to see, you know, sometimes it takes people one time, 10 times, 20 times. You know what I'm saying? You're not dead. You're still alive. And, you know, and what you do for your son, man. And I didn't get the chance to tell you. I'm going to tell you tonight, man, on his birthday when you went down there. And, like, that was so,
Talking about Chase.
I can't put words on it. Like you're fixing the past relationship, and it don't happen overnight, but you're putting action behind it, man. And it may not be fixed tomorrow. It may be 10 years down the road. Who knows? But you're doing your part. And that's what I'm talking about, man, is getting outside yourself, even though it's your son, helping others. The way you help others, the way you connect with others shows me that you're connected to this power that I choose to call God and you choose to call God. And I don't have it twisted today. I know I'm nothing without him. And I believe that you're fully bought into that. That
Yeah.
in order for you to be the man that you have to be, because our way didn't make it, bub.
No. You know,
And
I've tried it, you know, every which way there is to try it, right? And things just didn't work until I surrendered, you know, and God's the biggest part of my life right now. You know, I pray every morning. I pray throughout the day, especially working with them MTs, man. They drive me a little bit crazy sometimes. But that's God gives me patience to deal with things like that. You know what I mean? I don't fly off the handle anymore like I used to. You know, I might have hit them with the book in the old days, but I hit them with recovery these days.
I don't see you ever flying off and getting mad, like for real. I mean, like, you
I
know,
used to, you know, I'm either 1 or 100. There ain't no 2 to 99. There ain't no in between. You know what I mean?
here comes Sully, hide your gold chains.
But yeah, God's the biggest part of my life, you know, and He's got to be up there first. If not, all this other stuff don't happen. That's
Yes.
me. And you know, I owe a lot of it to Carlton and Stephen and Dave Brown and you and like all you guys were peer mentors when I was there in 18. You know, and now all of y'all are either staff or got your own thing going. You know what I'm saying? That's some evidence I need. You know what I mean? I don't need any other evidence. You know what I mean? Y'all encouraged me to keep doing the same thing. And when I was there before, I was like, ain't no way I could ever get no year sober. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way I could get 2 years. I seen you, Donnie, Gordy, Big Brad, Chris Blevin, all y'all. I seen all y'all celebrate 2 years in 2018. You know what I mean? He was up there pimping stuff that big gold chain on. I said, who is this guy?
No.
Yeah, I said, where's he work at? Detox? Because I don't ever see him up here.
You ain't right. But
I don't even know what kind of car he had. All I remember is that big old gold chain.
what was your first thought?
Uh, he wasn't probably sober.
Really? Wow.
I don't know. That's the way I thought back then. You know what I mean?
But but once you got to know me, man, you seen the real
Yeah.
me, and you seen where my mission statement is, man. My whole purpose is to help somebody, man, and that's how I've got to where I'm at. Trust God, clean house, help others, go to a meeting when I can, man. But I am blessed, dude, to be where I'm at. But solely, it's everything I prayed for, dude. Everything that I got going on in my life, whether it's this podcast, the jail, public speaking, sitting on board of directors of it's everything I prayed for. God, open this door, and I busted it off the hinges, and I said, okay, God, I see you. Open up another door. But I don't give up. I don't take no for an answer. You know what I'm saying? But that gold chain, my wife bought it for me. She spent 3 whole peer mentor checks on that chain. Let me tell you about that gold chain. I still got it right here.
Yeah.
I got it put up. But I love gold chains. I mean, they make me feel good. I'll keep it 100. But every chain that I got, either the dope man got it or I pawned it to the pawn shop. And when I met Marie, she said, "What can I buy you that that means a lot to you?" And I said, "Well, a gold chain." So we go to Walmart, and she's like, "Well, which one do you want?" And I said, "Well, of course, I want the biggest one there. I'm an addict. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hit a dope. I want to pound a dope." She said, "You want that big chain?" I said, "Yeah." And she pulled out $500. Pow! So it broke, and she went and bought me another one here the other day. I can't put a price tag on it. About a year ago, she bought it. But we're in position, man. We have a credit score today. We have bank accounts, man. We're not rich, but we got money in the bank. But God's going to take care of us, man, and that's why I help somebody so much, man. Because not only do I have an awesome life, man, my wife, she's the best thing going since sliced bread. You feel me?
Yeah, you got a good one there. I'm happy
Easy,
for
man.
y'all.
I
And
got
one of the things, when God puts His grace in my life, I might not notice it at first, right? And I wouldn't have been able to do this St. John Live, right? If I hadn't, and I'm gonna put her in here, Mary Helen and Jimmy, right? They run the Grant, man, and you know, just getting my smile back is made me like break that last barrier down where I'm not ashamed to get up here and do stuff like this. You know what I mean? I didn't speak in meetings because I didn't have no teeth, right? It set me back.
Oh, I know. I know.
I love the Grant. I love Mary Helen, Jimmy, and everybody that's in that family of mine. It's another fellowship that's growing along with my other fellowships. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody in my life encourages me to keep doing, the right things with my children and my recovery. And, there's not one thing that somebody can really say bad at me these last 2 years that I haven't done because I've done everything I possibly can to change. And I owe it to God, and I owe it to you all. I owe it to the Hope Center, man. The Hope Center didn't save my life, but it showed me how to save my own life. Yeah.
But and let's speak on the Green Grant because Mary Helen's in here, and that's kind of what I'm doing. I want to promote the Green Grant because I get to see firsthand, and I'm gonna use you. I know, like, I can relate because you had more of a drive, even though you didn't talk. I knew my phone's blowing up, but I knew that it was hard for you to talk and smile. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But when you found out these people was willing to help you get your smile back, how did that make you feel? Keep it 100, because people, when we're out there, nobody wants to help us unless we're making them a profit. Now that I'm in recovery for 6 years, man, I mean, I've had blessings and stuff given to me and this and that, but How did it feel to have an individual that you didn't know,
Right.
you just met, willing to help your self-confidence, because your self-confidence went from 0 to 1,001.9993.
You're right.
Um,
Every bit of it.
how did that feel to have somebody believe in you and willing to help you? And all you got to do is show up. You hear me?
Yeah. It's like and I gotta say this real quick about Mary Helen is Mary, that's my mama's first name, and Helen, that was my granny's name. So for some reason, I just thought that, God put these people in my life to help me overcome, right? And when they said the 4 words, welcome to Green Grant after my interview, I was so excited that, and it wasn't about the teeth, after I got in it, I found out it's about the fellowship of people that's in there. The teeth are just a bonus, you know what I mean? But once I couldn't sleep at night for real. I'd lay there and daydream about having teeth, eating peanuts and Cheetos and all that. You know what I mean? I ain't been able to eat all that stuff in years.
But
they help.
it's just awesome because I remember. I mean, if you're in recovery, most of us we wear dentures. I'll keep it on me. I never took care of my teeth, never went to the dentist, blah blah blah. If I did, it was to get pain pills, man. But your teeth is a lot. Like I couldn't be out here doing what I'm doing without the teeth that I have. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
mm, but teeth plays a huge deal, and you got people like Mary Helen that's willing to help you. All you got to do is let your audio match your video. Be a service to others, and smile.
Yeah. Yeah, smile. Like the things I was doing in my recovery, there was no way they weren't going to not accept me. You know what I mean?
You had a lot of people backing you. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, every bit of it. People I didn't even think like me. You know what I mean?
Oh, here we go. I didn't have to write no papers. I just said, "Hey, listen, nah."
Right. But yeah, I help a lot of people. Not only getting the Green Grant, but I help a lot of people try to figure out, why they don't like the way they feel. That's
And
my
listen, anybody on here that doesn't know what Green Grant is, go to YouTube, look up Green Grant, and look at the before and after videos. Man, this is a nonprofit that helps people in recovery. That's the real deal. If you're fake, you will not qualify for this, man. But I'm not going to tell the whole Green Grant story, man. But these people out here helping people in recovery. That's the real deal. Audio matches the video. Get their smile back. So check them out on YouTube. They got a Facebook page, Green Grant. The videos is powerful, dude, for real. Like,
Yeah,
wow.
it is.
So Sully, where are you at today? Like there's somebody in your background running around.
Oh, yeah. Come here, Grammy.
No.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, man.
This is my
Graham,
bundle of joy.
what's going on, Graham?
Whatever.
What's going on, little man?
Oh,
Hey, I got a question for you, bub. You ready? How does it feel to have your dad back, to be in an apartment with your dad tonight, talking to me, and your dad's present? Like Father's Day was yesterday, and like how does it feel, Graham? Tell us a little bit, bub. Move your hand so we can see your mouth, bub.
it feels pretty good to have him, knowing that he's doing good and knowing that I can trust him.
Huh?
That when we go out somewhere, that he's not going to go somewhere and go buy something that he's not supposed to. Or when I act like I'm asleep, I see him go into a room and come out later. And I know something about what he's doing in there. And I just like it how this time he's not doing any of that stuff and he's doing good. He's part of the recovery.
That's what I'm talking about. Like to see you come up to the Hope Center, man, and hanging out with him. You know what I'm saying? Like you all inspire me for real. Like my son's 3, and how old are you, Graham?
11.
Right. Like my son's 3, and I can't wait for him to get out and do stuff with me because I see y'all riding scooters. Sully's on a moped, got you on the back. You're wearing all these,
way we can roll, boy.
yeah, wearing all these silver chains. So, was you playing? What kind of game station you got there? What is it?
PS4. I really in I don't know 2019 to 2022 now. Instead of inside playing games, I was out helping seniors do stuff. I was delivering meals with volunteers, helping carrying out boxes to cars instead of inside playing, hurting my eyes looking at the TV.
Right. But here, I want to say something right here. Like you have some valuable stuff there in Dad's apartment, and guess what? It's still there. He's not at the pawn shop stealing it, is he?
Yeah.
What's that mean? That means a lot, don't it?
That means I can trust him.
Uh,
I remember we had this like big old 100-inch TV in the living room. One day, come home and they're watching SpongeBob. The next day, I'm looking at the wall.
it's gone. He took it to the dope man, didn't he? Huh?
Uh-huh.
But and that's amazing just to see you out doing what you're doing, man. And I love it. Like, keep being the dad that God made you to be, man. And and Graham, your dad can't change nothing that he did. So he can be present today and work on today. We can't go back, and I say that to a lot of people because he's young. He saw you at your worst, Sully, and today he gets to see you not only helping others but being a dad, being a father, being in his life. Taking him to meetings. You know what I'm saying? Like he's present in everything you're doing, and that's just awesome, man. My hat's off to you, man. I know he's the boss, and I know he runs the TV because my 3-year-old runs our TV.
Right.
Graham, listen, I love you, bub. Keep doing what you're doing, man, and learn from us. Don't do what we did back then. Do what we're doing today, okay?
Yeah. Can I say one more thing about the meetings?
Listen, you can say whatever you want to, Graham. Go ahead.
Yeah, in that meeting yesterday when it was Father's Day, I actually said something. I said something like I was grateful that for Father's Day I didn't have to go inside of a jail and wait in a big old room and then 30 minutes later go talk to him through a glass window.
That's powerful, man. That's powerful.
I bet you was trying to hold it back right now. He said it earlier. He said, I was trying to hold back my tears.
Listen. Do you so you remember going to the jail and filling out paperwork and sitting in a seat and waiting to see your dad behind the glass, man? How did that make you feel? Like, do you care to talk about that?
Yeah. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it how I have to blow him kisses through a window. I didn't like it how I couldn't go give him a hug. Didn't like it at all.
But you knew deep down your dad loved you, correct?
Yes, I knew that he was doing all that bad stuff, but I knew deep down he still loved me.
Yes, because when we're out there, man, like that's not part of my story, but I learned from what you just said because my kids are my number one motivators, man, and I couldn't imagine. Like, I went and seen my dad and stepdad, behind the wall, behind the fence, whatever, and it bothered me for a while, man. But today I'm okay with that. But I always remember this, Graham, no matter what, in his good days, bad days, powerful days, man, he's your dad and he loves you. And he shows that because I see it when you all come and hang out with me, man. And I'm just grateful to see this. And you all inspire me. Like, my 3-year-old's in there going crazy right now. My wife's a hollering, throwing stuff, looks like, but I can't wait, to be able to. Like, my son knows I go to the jail on Thursday nights, and he knows I go to help people. So I'm just grateful my son don't got to see some stuff that you saw. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I remember that one time. What was it? I forgot all about it now.
It's all right. Some of the things I work on, is turning all that guilt, shame, remorse into assets, and keep doing what I need to do for him. Like, I can't change that stuff.
Nope.
Only thing I can do is change now, you know what I mean?
That's what I was gonna say. Is another reason that I know that he deep down is loving me is he had a white 50cc moped that wouldn't go faster than 37 miles per hour, and he rode it in like 15 degrees weather to come see me.
Mhm.
And the snow and the ice.
That's good stuff, man. That's good stuff. Well, listen, Graham, I love you. Let Dad back on here, and I'll see you this weekend. Boy. So, Sully, now that how did the experience come into jail with me up here, man? Let's talk about that for a minute. When you came in and shared with the inmates here in Madison County, how did that
Yeah,
feel?
I was honored for real to come on there. You know, when you said I can come, I'm like, what? I can go into jail and tell some guys how to try to stay out of jail. You know, I never could do that myself. So like, I was trying to figure out how am I going to do that. You know what I mean? But you said I talked too long, and you he's like, I didn't know he's going to talk that long. I was like, he didn't tell me how long I had to talk, but I felt like I gave him a good message, man.
You
And
did.
it felt good to be able to. It felt good to be able to try to relate my story to what they was going through and try to encourage them. Man, you know, when you leave jail, you don't have to go back to the problem like I did so many times.
Yeah,
I didn't care. I didn't want to work hard enough to find a solution.
yeah.
Yeah, I still think I'm going to go back because I'm going to sit in that big room. You let me go in.
Yeah, I'll get you back in, bud. Well, listen, man, we're gonna wrap it up here in a few minutes, man. Give us a last minute hope shot, and I'm proud of you, dude, for real.
Yeah, you know, just clean house. You know, take care of others. You know, help everybody, carry the message, and you know, work step 6. You know, step 6 is powerful. Separates everything from everything.
Amen. Amen.
Oh,
Well, listen, man, we're gonna wrap it up. I love you. I'll see you this weekend, Graham. I love you. I'm super proud of you, Bob, and keep being the light, man. Keep being the man God designed you to be, because you might be 7'2", but you're soft as cotton. You got a good heart.
man, hey, you can't grow spiritually if you're hard. You gotta be soft. I love you though, man. Thank
Listen,
you.
I love y'all, man. I'll see y'all this weekend. I love you, Graham. Thank you.
All right,
Love you too.
See
love
you,
you.
Bob.
Bye.
Yes, sir. That was a real deal message right there, man. And you know, Graham getting on here and sharing, man, 11 years old, and you can't tell me kids don't remember and kids don't know, because right there's proof, man. And I'm just grateful that I heard this tonight, because you know I don't want my kids to go through that, man. They told me that they never have to, as long as I don't use another drink or use another drug. You know what I'm saying? They told me 6 years ago. You will never have to put a drink or drug back in your body if you plug into this power, find this power, and work some steps, help others, carry the message, and here we are. You know, it's just amazing to see Sully where he's at. If you would have met him on the first time, wow. And to see him today smiling, man, and he's in his apartment with his kid, they're playing PlayStation. His phone bill's paid. He has a scooter. It's just amazing. Another powerful hope shot, man, straight out of the Hope Center. Straight out of the ditch lines to being a hope dealer, man. But you know, God does that, man. And if you're out there and you're lost, man, I'm not saying that you know I'm gonna keep it on me. I didn't believe, and it took some guys like Dave Brown, Chuck Gilliam, my sponsor Big Ed, man, to tell me how to start praying, to tell me what to say. You know, I talk to my God just like I'm talking to you all. I don't what this stuff you see on church. That's not no. They told me to keep it simple, stupid, and here we are, 6 years later. But shout out to the Green Grant, Mary Helen for being in here, Stephen Kidwell. That's I'll say your full name. I hope you don't care. Hold your hand up Tuesday. But that's his sponsor, man, and Stephen's the real deal. My wife. I'm gonna give some shouts here. Graham, I love you, man. Brittany Clemens, Aaron Ricketts, I see you, bub. Holler at me, man. Stephen Kidwell, Matt Carlson, Sally Devine, Nelson Lynn, I love you. Jess Hunt. Casey Riley, Chad Anderson, Brandy Baxter, Graham, let's see, Donnell Marie. Nelson said this whole story hit home tonight. Thanks so much. I really needed to hear this, man. Nelson, we love you, man, no matter what, period. I love you no matter what. My phone's always open. Brooks Bentley, always in here, man. I think she's Michael Brooks, I see you, bub. But yeah, Cody Sparks, I see you, man. But I want to thank all my followers, all my supporters, everybody that shares, everybody that comments, everybody that tunes in. Man, we had, I think, 35 on here tonight. Yeah, you let me slide on that one. I love you too, Bo. But we'll see you all next Monday night, man. And God is good, man. That's all I can say. If you're out there suffering, man, send me a message. If you got somebody needs treatment, send me a message, man. We have beds available. God's on the move here in Madison County, man, and just pray for my wife's mission. And hopefully that door will be open here soon. But nobody's told you today they love you. We love you. Team St. John loves you. Green Grant loves you. The Hope Center loves you. We all love you. We're out of here. See you Monday night.
You ain't got cold chill, something's wrong with you. Gotta know it. You in the wrong building. Nowhere to turn.
I could really use a friend right now. Yeah, I just need a friend. I'm staring at my window pane. I'm staring at my window pane. I could use a friend. I could use a friend. I just need a friend right now. I'm staring at my window pane.
I'm counting raindrops, like where's God at? When will the pain stop? Like when will this be over? How come I can't stop? I swear to God, I can't stop. I ain't believing God, still I would pray to him. When no one else around, when they brought them trays to him. Like where my